Like any business, Rotary delivers a product. In our case, it's the club experience. If the product is irresistible, people will stay and bring in more members. Members may even join on their own. If the club experience doesn't deliver what a member expects, people will leave their club and Rotary loses. Individuals don't leave Rotary. They leave clubs in which they don't feel comfortable. Last year, in rough numbers, we brought in approximately 167,000 members. And during that same time period, we lost 164,000. We grew worldwide by approximately 3,500 members, which is the first time our membership has grown in 6 years. The most concerning part about our loss is attrition. Rotary loses 10% of its new members within the first year of joining, and we lose 52% of our members within the first 3 years of joining. Last year, 19,000 Rotarians who joined left in the same year they joined. Why? Because we didn't deliver the club experience we promised. We know the club experience is driven by culture. Let's change our club's cultures by listening to our members and delivering the product they want. It's not hard to do, and there are people to help you do it. Now, when I say popular culture, what do you think of? What do you think of when I say corporate culture? And how about when I say Rotary club culture? A club's culture is a powerful force. It's the unwritten rule book that determines the way we do things around here. It's the behaviors and attitudes of your members that reflect your club's values and beliefs. If things are going smoothly in your club, there's growth and diversity, foundation giving is healthy, there's activity in all areas of service, grant applications are being submitted and approved, and on, well, your club's culture is a source of strength. However, if there's been a decline in one or more of those areas, the culture may need shifting to realize something different, a change. Change is often met with resistance, though, because it's based in the fear of the unknown. Even though changes may result in better outcomes, they can still be a challenge to implement. Culture is created intentionally and has to be actively maintained by all club members. The benefit is that your club's culture can give your club a sense of purpose, and it affects all those areas I mentioned earlier. The better your culture, the greater the potential for your club to positively impact the community, the world, and your members. If it's hard to change a club's culture, why would we want Rotary clubs to do it? Because the club's culture is the number one reason people leave Rotary. Tom, what do we do about this?
Great point, Stephanie. So what we need to know is how to determine what our members want out of their club experience. The best way to do this is simply by asking our members what they want. Get to know new members when they're first joining your club. What are their interests? What skills and expertise would they like to put to use in the club? Then each year, check in with all of your members to understand how satisfied they are with their experience in the club. Would they like to do anything differently? Would they like to contribute in different ways? You can use the Member Interest Survey and Member Satisfaction Survey, two of Rotary's membership assessment tools, to learn more about what your members want. The surveys can be cut and pasted into free software like SurveyMonkey, Zoho Survey, or Google Sheets, and then customized to best fit the needs of your club. Most importantly, clubs must act on the survey results. When club leaders solicit feedback and are truly open to making those changes, then they will show their members that they are valued. And when members do leave, clubs should offer them the opportunity to take an exit survey to give them one last chance to give their feedback. Whenever we conduct polls inside facilitations, asking the members if they are satisfied with their clubs, there are typically 5% of respondents that state they are dissatisfied or very dissatisfied. We thank them for letting us know, but when we ask them what they are most dissatisfied about, It's usually a simple fix. Most give the reason that they don't like the time that their club meets. Well, if you have a club of 40 members and 8 of them don't want to meet in the morning, but want to meet in the afternoon, you could simply form a satellite club that meets at lunch. In addition to feedback from our members, club leaders can also assess how their club is doing by taking the club health check. Club leaders can use this resource to learn ways to enhance their members' experience, your socials, your service projects, your public image, and the club's business and operations. Now is the time for you to check in with your members to make sure they're having the best possible experience. Stephanie, what happens after we assess our clubs?
We respond in much the same way as we react to other fight or flight situations in life. We notice a problem and then may move to a sense of mild alarm, mild panic, or even mild fear. What if we keep on this path? What's going to happen to my club? What will I do if my club goes away? And we're faced with a choice, fight or flight. Which is a better choice, to fight to institute a change in the club or to flee to escape the current club as it is, will depend. But in either case, something else happens first. That first moment when we actually become aware that our club is not at its best is called the freeze. If in that time, whether seconds or hours or even years, we notice the problem and we see that it's not going away, we come to terms with the fact that we need to do something to solve the issue. Freeze means you notice the problem and decide how you're going to deal with it. Will you fight or will you flee? The action you take is a product of deliberate thinking. A critical question to ask is, are there enough influencers or spark plugs in this club to move the needle? When you have others in the club who are as committed to culture shift as you are, you have a good chance of having your ideas take hold. Trying to transform culture, if you're the only member interested in doing that, is a recipe for failure. Now, Tom, you're going to tell us now more about how to know when it's time to move on.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. Even if an existing club is resistant to change, there is still hope. You could form a new, additional club. Sometimes it's easier to give birth than to raise the dead. Of course, I haven't done either of these. What I have done is I've helped others form clubs. Why new clubs? They work. New clubs grow Rotary quicker. When we started the Rotary Club of Network for Empowering Women, we added 50 members to our district at one time. It would take a long time to add 50 individual members to one of our current clubs. New clubs retain members longer, especially if it's a cause-based club where all the members engage around a central cause that they are passionate about. When we started the first club in the world to serve veterans, some of those members drive 2 hours or more to attend their club service projects and get-togethers. New Rotary clubs also attract younger and more diverse members. My generation was told to go out and serve the community. I joined my local traditional Rotary club, and that's what we do. My club does a lot of different types of service projects. We pick up trash along the highway. We rake leaves in people's yards who can't rake their own leaves. We make sandwiches for the hungry. These are fun for me because I can do them with my friends, and I take pride in doing a job well. That said, millennials tend to want to have great impact in one area, such as the environment, and they expect to do so in a diverse and inclusive club. New and innovative clubs can more easily meet these prospective people of action where they are and deliver a club experience that appeals to them. Also, new clubs reach out into the community. A couple weeks after we formed the Rotary Club to End Human Trafficking, we were inducting a new member from Turkey. About 20 minutes after the ceremony, I received an email from the then Rotary International President, Mark Maloney. He let me know that the person we just inducted was his sister. He also said that he had been trying to get her into Rotary for more than 40 years. We just didn't have the right club for her until then. Also, new clubs increase partnership opportunities. We worked with the Environmental Sustainability Rotary Action Group to form a Rotaract club for the environment, and we formed another club that was a Rotaract club to serve those with autism. You see, the opportunity to form new and creative clubs applies both to Rotary and Rotary clubs. So if you want to increase your district's membership while adding diversity, then change your existing club's culture to be one that is welcoming and inclusive, and also create new and innovative clubs and nurture them so that they survive.
Rotarians and Rotaractors, we need your help. Please help us get the message out to all clubs to make sure that they become or remain simply irresistible.